Before I get to my tips and tricks, the first thing I'd like to suggest is going into Hyper Light Drifter without any prior information. Part of the game's design comes from figuring things out, and the game is very forgiving in that respect. That being said, if you're not the sort of person who likes going in blind, then here's a few things that I hope will make your first time playing Hyper Light Drifter a little bit easier. Once you get past the initial linear tutorial stage, you're going to find yourself in the hub town and presented with some confusing instructions. In short, there are 4 areas. You explore them until you find 4 of these little triangle things and then beat the boss. You're going to want to go either north or east first. I actually found the north area to be easier to deal with than the east area, but the north boss a lot more challenging than the east boss, so it's a bit of a toss-up. The south area, however, won't open up until after dealing with the north, east, and west areas. While in town, you'll notice a lot of rooms that might seem like shops at first glance. This is where you'll purchase upgrades and new skills using these yellow things. You have to collect enough to get one of these symbols. Most upgrades need 3. If you're wondering why I don't have a better name for these things, well, that's just the fun of making content for an RPG with pretty much no words in it. I highly recommend getting the multi-dash upgrade before anything else. It's necessary for a few puzzles, but makes just about everything a lot easier once you get used to the timing. After that, I found either the reflect skill or the bomb to be the next most useful upgrades. Then the sword spin, which seems to hit about as hard as 3 normal sword swipes and can be added nicely to the end of a 3-hit combo. Depending on how much trouble you're having, upgrading your medkit capacity can be a very valuable upgrade at any time as well. Pay close attention to the doors since, like many things in the game, they can be a little bit on the vague side. While you might think 4 of the triangle-shaped keys will open any doors in the area, a few will actually require that you find 8. Keep in mind that the keys are area-specific. So, for example, none of the triangular keys you find in the north area will help you open doors in the east area. Hyper Light Drifter is riddled with secret areas. Most of them are hidden in walls, but a few secret paths are just straight up invisible. Keep a close eye on your hovering companion. When you're near one of these invisible paths, a question mark will pop up over its head. For combat, keep in mind that there's nothing you can't dodge. There's no time limit, so take a few seconds to learn the patterns that each enemy has. Also, a good general tactic is to find a good balance between using your sword and gun. Each shot deals as much damage as a sword swipe, so unloading a full clip will usually deal more damage more quickly than a sword combo. Every sword swipe will replenish a little bit of your ammo, so you should always be switching between sword combos and bursts of gunfire. I hope a few of these tips will make your first time playing Hyper Light Drifter go a bit more smoothly. Leave a comment below if there's anything you think a new player to Hyper Light Drifter ought to know. You can also check out a review of Hyper Light Drifter or see some of our other tips and tricks. As always, thanks for watching.